There's no doubt alligators are impressive beasts. They can grow to over 16 feet and weigh half a ton. And in the southern US state of Louisiana, alligators support a surprisingly large business, supplying by far the majority of the world's skins. But like any luxury market, the industry has felt the bite of recession.
There he is, he's on surface. He's on surface.
Tonight in the marshlands of Georgia, a killing will take place. The victim, an alligator ready to be dispatched with a handgun.
But when you shoot him, if you don't hit him in the right spot, he's going to go ballistic.
Yeah, I'm moving him. He's coming up.
What these men are doing was banned in Georgia from the late 60s after alligators had almost been hunted to extinction. But following the ban, their numbers steadily grew, and since 2003, around 800 hunting licenses have been released each year for a brief month-long season.
He's going to the right. He's coming up. He should be surfacing.
We brought in the hunting because the alligator is a renewable economic resource that with proper management can be harvested in a limited quantity without affecting the overall population of the alligator.
Alligator numbers have now risen to around 200,000 in Georgia, and when these chaps do bag a gator, there's a reasonable chance its hide will end up here. Located just south of Atlanta, it's one of only 5 commercial alligator skin tanneries in the world, and the products created from these hides can command tens of thousands of dollars. Expensive stuff, but this is a truly labour-intensive business, and from marsh to market, a skin will go through more than 30 pairs of hands. You can't there's no machines where you can just throw it in and bam, it comes out looking nice and glazed like that.
That would be convenient, but no, unfortunately not. It's done the old way.
That's a big alligator.
Yes.
Wild alligator hides are larger, rarer and more valuable than farmed. But either way, the skin's top luxury brands demand are hard to find.
We might have to sort through 1,000 skins before we can find 10 really good ones in the size and grade that they want.
Around 80% of the world's alligator hides come from Louisiana, most of it from farms like Dane Leday's. Like most farmers, he deals mainly in alligators less than 4 foot long, driven largely by the demand for watch straps. But the recession is taking a big bite out of business.
At a high, we were getting like 8/50 a centimeter, and it dropped down to like 3/50 a centimeter.
Things are tough all over. At the House of Fleming in Atlanta, demand is down by about 30% against a couple of years ago. Although the company, whose products are all custom-made, has been lucky to hit one niche market that's proved very lucrative. Pro golfers, who are happy to pay hundreds of dollars for a belt.
There's a little competition on who can outdress the other. It's just their nature.
And the free advertising has proved priceless.
I saw Graham McDowell wearing one at the Open, and I looked in the back of Digest. They said House of Fleming's. Wanted an alligator belt, came in and bought one, and now I'm here again today. I do fancy the alligator belts.
Ew, 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 ew.
What noise is that? The first call was the call of a baby gator, which sometimes can be in distress, and maybe an adult or a mother come to see what's going on. And the second call can be a mating / fighting call.
Now, the near prehistoric source material of this industry can live for around 50 years in the wild and grow to about 16 feet. But even for experts like Greg and Jim, grabbing a good-sized gator takes real skill.
Okay.
But finally, after hours of searching,
Depending on what they're making is depending on how big a scale pattern they want. You know, for watch bands or belts, you generally want the smaller scale pattern, usually.
Yeah, that's very soft there, isn't it?
Very soft.
Yeah.
For purses, handbags, the bigger items, they usually want the belly part, because you got the bigger scale pattern.
In Louisiana, there are around 1.5 million alligators, and in a normal year, Dane Leday would gather about 60,000 alligator eggs. Last year, however, demand was so poor he didn't even bother to collect any. But he's hoping that strategy will eventually start playing in his favor.
If the economy starts picking up a little bit, the inventory won't be real high, so it should help the price per centimeter come up.
As for Bob Fleming, he'd be happy just to see more of one particular customer, golfer Darren Clark, who's already bought more than 400 of his belts. That's good business for you.
That's great business. That's a one-man economic stimulus plan.
The alligator industry isn't everyone's cup of tea, but those involved can see nothing wrong with making money out of what is a renewable resource. And critics can at least take solace from the fact that no one's making easy money.
It is very cash intensive, it's very stressful, there's a lot of risk involved.
Hopefully it'll come back, the way we can get 550 a centimeter, and maybe gradually get back, to 8, but it'll be a long time before we get back to 8.
Because demand can fluctuate according to style and fashion and the economy in general.
Meanwhile, adding just one good-sized gator to the supply chain can take hours and hours. Because despite bagging the odd time waster, by the time we jumped out of the boat, these chaps had got close, but not close enough.
Caught a couple. Just didn't get the big one.
You did see it though, didn't you? Quite close.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
A little bit closer and it would have been...
Yep.
Enjoy it though.
Oh yeah. He's real close now.
Later that night they settled for an 8-footer. And who knows, one day its hide may pass through 30 pairs of hands as one small part of a roller coaster industry that's been 180 million years in the making.